Hi guys, my name is Denise A Thomas and welcome to Beyond the Bedside. So I've created this channel to journal my journey from making that bold decision to walk away from my nursing job, caring for patients at the bedside, and moving towards another journey where I am managing and owning my businesses, yes people. So right now I am in the beautiful Punta Cana. I am on a business retreat and I am feeling so amazing, so pumped, so hyped. Now this journey started just a month ago, and I've created this YouTube channel just to take us through the journey and beyond. And so I thank you so much for subscribing on this channel. It doesn't mean that I've stepped away from the bedside and I'm not being a nurse anymore. I am still a nurse. So on this channel, I will also go ahead and provide education. Just keep you guys informed, and I focus on mindset. I focus on just positivity and your health. My main niches are my diabetes, because I have diabetes, and high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and those chronic diseases that so many of us struggle with. So from time to time, I'll just impart some information. So today, the topic is going to be on 10 signs your body could be telling you that something is wrong. Now, these 10 signs are not like all and that's it. And you say to yourself, oh, she didn't mention, none of those signs apply to me, so I must be good. It is very important that you follow up with your healthcare provider at least once a year. Find a doctor. Find out from your friends, who are they seeing. If you don't have a doctor, just say to your friend, are you seeing a doctor? Who are you seeing? And just go see that person at least once a year. I hear people say a lot of times, oh, he has never been sick. He never sick before. And then all of a sudden he just died and he has been so healthy. Really? Listen, you don't know what you don't know. And when it comes on to your health, you want to know. It made no sense. You said, oh, I don't want to know. I'm afraid to know. There is so much that can be done once you know what is going on with you. Medicine has come such a long way, people. When things are discovered early, there's a lot of options that you can take to make things better, okay? So today I'm going to talk about 10 signs that your body might be telling you that something is wrong. Sign number 1. And these 10 signs are not taken in any order of severity or anything like that. It's just random, okay? And I picked these 10 ones, but there could be more. So don't feel that if something that I said doesn't apply to you, everything is well. I need you to be checked out. Sign number 1, and I have my little list here because I don't want to miss anything. Unintentional weight loss. Yes. You wake up and you find that every day you're just losing weight and you're losing weight and you're losing weight. And you say to yourself, especially if you've been overweight for a while, you know, I'm just losing weight and I've never been this small in my life and I'm just going to embrace it. I'm just going to own it. You don't just lose weight like that, people. If you are not trying, like you're working out or you're on a diet or you're taking a specific medication, that a part of that medication is weight loss. If you're not doing any of those things and you're just doing things normally as usual and you're losing weight, something could be wrong. Something could be wrong. Please find somebody and check this out. Okay? Sign number 2 that something could be wrong. You have itchy skin all the time, blistery rash, and sometimes you'll have this rash on your elbows or on your knees, or even on your butt, on your back, or your scalp. and you're thinking, oh, it's my eczema flaring up. It could be eczema, but sometimes it's something more than eczema. What I've found is that it could be a reaction to the food that you're eating. It could be something in your intestines. It could be what they call like celiac disease, like you're allergic to gluten. So don't self-diagnose. That's basically what I'm saying. And if it's rash, some people would just think it's just a rash, it's no big deal, it's not hurting. Get it checked out, because it could be something serious. So that was sign number 2. Sign number 3, that something could be wrong and you don't know it. And this is gonna go down the Poopy Land. There's changes in your bowel and your bladder. Your bowel, your poopy, and your bladder, your pee-pee, okay? So let's start with the bowel. You have not gone to the bathroom to do a number 2 in days. Could be over 3 days. Or when you do go, it's like small little pebbles, like little goat pebbles or stuff like that. Or you used to go frequently, or you used to go often, and then that has changed, like over a period of time, like weeks or so, you notice that has changed. Or all of a sudden, you just start to have a lot of diarrhea, like you just keep going more and more and more. Sometimes it's medication related, but you don't want to self-diagnose, okay? Or you go to the bathroom for number 2 and there's blood in the toilet. Sorry if I grossed you out, but it happens. You should not be seeing blood in the toilet unless you're a female and you're on your cycle, okay? Get it checked out, please. Now for the bladder. You're going, you're peeing all the time. It's like you just need to be walking around with your own bathroom. Or there's burning. When you try to go, it's not coming, but you feel the urge, but it's not coming, and you're like, wow, I felt like I want to go. Or when you go and you walk out, it still feel like you're not fully empty. Something could be wrong. Go and see somebody, okay? And even with the pee, you shouldn't be bleeding unless you're a female and you're on your cycle. So that was sign number 1. I could lose track, so yeah, let's go with that. That must be 3. Sign number 3, okay? This is a very, very delicate one. Sign number, did I say 3 or 4? Sign number 4. Sign number 4. And I want you to sit down for this one. If you weren't listening before, sit down and really analyze yourself. Don't think about, I saw Clara doing that. Think about yourself, okay? And if you saw Clara or Jennifer or Jackie doing any of these things that I mentioned, just share this video with them. Random burst of anger. Anybody? Random burst of anger. Just simple stuff. You just move from 0 to 1 million. Just a simple thing. Or you're in traffic and someone just cuts you off and you get all up in arms. Could be a sign of depression. It could be a sign of depression. Look within yourself and analyze your own self. Depression has no partiality. It can happen to anybody. So we want to be kind to ourselves and we want to be patient with ourselves, okay? So if you're feeling that something is not right with you and how you're responding to people or how you are showing up each day, talk to somebody. find somebody that you can trust and talk to them about this. It could be depression, okay? Where we reach? Sign number 5. Sign number 5, a nagging cough. And you know, this happened to me years ago, right after I was diagnosed with diabetes. And I started taking my medication, and they put me on my diabetes medication, and they put me on a blood pressure medicine because they figure if you have diabetes, eventually you're going to have blood pressure issues. And they also thought eventually you're going to have high cholesterol issues. No, so I don't have high cholesterol, knock on wood, praise Jesus. But I now starting to have high blood pressure. But back then I wasn't really having an issue with high blood pressure per se, or not to say. So they put me on a high blood pressure medication, and I wasn't a nurse then, so I know nothing. But I was having this nagging cough, and it would not go away. I went to the doctor. They did all kind of respiratory tests. They did all kind of everything, but no one stopped to review my med list and to see if it was a medication that was causing it. And lo and behold, that's how you say that? Lo and behold, it was a medication that was causing it. So I am sensitive to what they call ACE inhibitors. And ACE inhibitors are blood pressure medications that would end with pril, P-R-I-L. That's the ending of the name of the medication, like lisinopril, enalapril, those kind of medication. They're ACE inhibitors, and I am sensitive to that. And so one of the biggest side effects of ACE inhibitors is a nagging cough. So if you've been having a nagging cough, just go check your medicines. Are you on an ACE inhibitor? Check that out. So the nagging cough, not only that, there are other things that could be wrong and causing you to have a nagging cough. Are you a smoker? You want to assess that also. But if your nagging cough is coming with hoarseness, and you're having frequent sore throats, please go see a doctor. Please go see a doctor, because that is not normal for you to be having a nagging cough for extended periods of time. Okay? Beautiful. So how are we doing, guys? Are we following along? Comment below and let me know if any of you guys having any of these things that I've mentioned, or anybody you know. Just send them this link to this video, share it. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Sign number 6 that something could be wrong and you don't know, and you might want to get it checked out, is snoring. We all take that snoring thing for granted, don't we? Yeah, girl, I snore, so just make sure you have your earbuds in when we go to. So right here on this trip, we had to share accommodations, right? You didn't have to, but it would make the trip even less expensive. So I had a roommate. This is someone I know. Hey, Nicole, shout out to Nicole. So my first thing to say to her on that first night, and I've said this many times to other people, like, I snore, so just know that, just prepare your ears for that. But this is not something we should just be nonchalantly just saying, I snore. Get it checked out. Snoring could be a sign of sleep apnea. Not everyone that snore has sleep apnea, but you want to check it out. I had before I was diagnosed with diabetes, I don't know, for some strange reason, they didn't know what was wrong with me. And I mean, diabetes is such a classic disease that I can't see why they struggle so much with diagnosing me initially. And so I was sent to do a sleep study, because one of the symptoms I was having, I was falling asleep during daytime. I would be driving and sleeping. I was always sleepy. And now that I know more, the sleepiness was because my blood sugar is too high. So it makes me very drowsy, and that is one of the side effects that I still have today if my blood sugars are too high. So I went to do the sleep study, and they checked me for sleep apnea, because one of the signs when you have sleep apnea, you would have daytime sleepiness also, and you're just always tired. And they sent me to go do the sleep study. I test for sleep apnea and I test for narcolepsy at the time, and those were negative, and eventually we discovered it was diabetes. So snoring is a sign that you might have sleep apnea. Daytime tiredness is a sign that you might have sleep apnea, or high blood pressure also. You have high blood pressure, it could be a sign that you have sleep apnea. So get that checked out. Don't just self-diagnose and just take it for granted that I snore, everybody snore. No, everybody doesn't snore, and it's not normal to snore, okay? So you want to check out to see what's your reason for snoring. I don't know my reason yet for snoring. I think probably I'm tired, but I don't know if that's a valid reason for snoring. But my husband tells me, shout out to Royce, that I snore only when I'm tired. I don't snore all the time, but yeah, we'll see. Sign number 6. We're on sign number 6. Sign number 6 that something could be wrong and you need to get it checked out is unexplained bleeding. And we did touch a little on the bleeding before when we talk about the bowel and the bladder. So this unexplained bleeding, as we mentioned, from the bowel and the bladder, you should not be bleeding from there unless you're a female and you're going through your cycle. You should not be bleeding from the bowel unless you have some hemorrhoids and those are bleeding, but you still want to check it out, okay? Bleeding from the gums or just bleeding from anywhere in the body, you want to check it out. This is not normal. If every time you brush your teeth, you're bleeding, please go see your dentist, because that is not normal. That's a sign that you have gum disease. So go check that out and have your dentist diagnose you, okay? Or see whatever is going on. So not only the doctor that you gotta see, you gotta see your dentist. That is part of your healthcare providers that you wanna be making regular visits to, at least twice a year. You gotta go see your dentist, yeah. So sign number 6, that was sign number 5, or was it? Let's count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How would we reach 7? One of the signs that something is wrong and you should go check it out. This one is sensitive too. This is for my male listeners. For the guys. If you're having problems in the bedroom, erectile dysfunction, if you're having that problem, it is not a normal thing to happen. Something else is going on. Something else is going on. You could have high blood pressure. You could have diabetes. You're not getting adequate blood flow to the penis to create an erection. So that is why you're having that problem in the bedroom. Go and see your doctor. I know it's uncomfortable for you guys to talk about that. You feel some type of way, but your healthcare provider been there, done that. They know all these things. They see these things. They study these things. This is not novel for them. So don't be embarrassed. They're professionals that you're talking to. They expect you to come to them with these problems, okay? So go to your doctor and get that checked out. Don't just run up on your friend and say, yo, man, you know what's going on here? You don't have none of that drink or none of that pill or no. Go check it out. There's some health concern that is going on. So go check it out. Okay, guys? Don't be too embarrassed about it, but I get it. But yeah, something is going on. It's not normal. So that was tip number 8. I think so. I think it's tip number 8. So tip number 9 it's inflamed gums. And we did hit on that with the bleeding. So some of these cross and mingle. So inflamed gums, like your gums are puffy, your gums are sensitive, they're always hurting. It's a sign of gum disease, and gum disease is a high risk for heart disease. Yeah. So what's going on with your gums and in your mouth can really impact your heart. So don't skip on your dentist visits, people, because this is all inflammation and you just want to get these things in check. So visit your dentist and let them check your gum out and give you something for that and fix that up for you. And especially if you already have high blood pressure or diabetes or any of those chronic diseases, you want to be definitely seeing a dentist on a regular basis, twice a year at least, to make sure everything is going fine. All right, now we're down to tip number 10. The last tip, that something could be wrong and you should check this out with your doctor, is frequent bathroom trips. Frequent bathroom trips. And we touched on that a little bit in one of the other tips. But this one specifically pointing to diabetes or prostate issues. That's where I'm pointing with this tip. Me personally, I have experienced this. Before I was diagnosed with diabetes, I knew every bathroom within like a 10-20 radius mile from my house. As soon I would use the bathroom before I leave the house, and as soon as I get to my destination, or before depends on how far it is, I would need to go to the bathroom again. It was so annoying, because the blood sugar is so high and it needs to leave the body. The sugar needs to leave the body, so it goes through the kidneys. So you gotta be peeing it out. Now, if you're not staying hydrated and you're doing all of this peeing out, you eventually becomes dehydrated, and then you eventually damage your kidneys. So that's how we run into kidney issues, because our blood sugars are so high and our kidneys are working so hard to filter these sugar particles, and we're not flushing it out adequately, so we eventually end up with kidney disease. So you don't want that, right? So if you are going to the bathroom 2-3 times a night, you want to check that out. That shouldn't be happening. And if you're going through the bathroom just every single time you leave the house, you just gotta stop, go check that out. Whether you're at risk for diabetes, or whether you're a male and something is going on with your prostate. Okay, so I thank you guys for tuning in to this here health talk. And remember, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, as I will be bringing you more health topics, taking you on my journey beyond the bedside, as we explore just new things and just discover new ways of taking care of ourselves, just having the right mindset, the positive right mindset, and just being kind. So thank you again for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you on another episode of Beyond the Bedside. Ciao.